Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Weddings Unfiltered. I'm Heather with Upstate Indie Weddings. We have Ron from Buffalo Bartenders. What's up?
What's up?
How you feeling?
Another day.
Another beautiful summer day.
That's right.
Today we have Ray from Bowtie Photobooth. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for stopping by. So tell us about your business. Tell us about how you got started. Tell us about what you offer. Give us the rundown.
Okay, so I got started about 6 months before COVID. I bought, a friend of mine had the same business down in Charlotte, North Carolina. So he had moved back home. I'm from Chautauqua County. That's where he came back. And kind of in a transition period, he ended up buying a restaurant.
Okay.
So I, at the time, owned a tree service business, which I was trying to transition out of. And he said, Ray, I'll sell this to you. You know, it's barely done anything in Buffalo, but he was very successful with it in Charlotte.
Okay.
So I kind of knew, like, he knew what he was doing. And so I bought it from him, 2 booths. And I think when I bought it, they had booked 28 events for the year.
For Buffalo, right?
For Buffalo, correct. Yes, for
That's
Buffalo.
not bad, right?
Yeah, it's good.
No,
It's not
great.
Not great, but it's
No.
a start,
But it's
right?
a start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a start. He did it mostly through, like, the bridal shows.
Okay.
So then COVID hits.
Yeah.
And I can't work in New York State for 16 months.
Sure.
So,
Bummer.
yeah, not great.
Yeah.
So then once that went past, you know, I had a nice website created at that point and everything. And I just started to almost, like, I have a degree in marketing, so I almost started to, like, cold call people. And that's where I met Molly.
Okay.
As a wedding planner. I hooked up with a couple of different wedding planners, and then venues. I started to hit venues. And because of my son was a really good college basketball player all through the Buffalo area.
Nice.
So you meet a lot of people doing that when he would transfer from different schools and stuff. And I made some connections. So then the first full year, I got from 28 to like 50.
Okay.
Then this is in the first full year after COVID. Then the second year I was at 90, and then last year I did 130.
Wow.
So
Dang.
yeah, it's been a pretty good growth. And I think it's honestly because, and I would never ever say anything bad about anybody else's business. Everybody runs their business the same way, but this is my actual business. It's not like a part-time thing I do.
Yeah.
So I'm very quick to respond to people. Like, you send me a price quote. If I'm not home to send it over to you, I call you right away.
Yeah.
Just to get, and then I'm more of I like to think of it as more of a high-end photo booth.
Okay.
Because it's not your iPad booth, which are fine. You know, I have a really high-level DSLR camera, a professional bounce umbrella flash, and a $1,000 photo printer.
Wow.
So you get very high quality stuff. And then, like, I have what I call kids. They're not kids anymore. I'm just getting old. They're college students.
How does that work?
But if they're your kids, they're always your kids.
They're my
right?
kids' age. So,
It's
right.
bizarre.
It's strange.
Yeah.
But it does happen. And math is real. So I'm done.
Yeah.
So I try to make it fun. Like, I'm not just a guy that stands there and pushes the button.
Yeah.
You know, I interact a lot with everybody.
Okay.
We joke around. I get to know everybody.
Yeah.
And then I make sure all of my employees, as well as myself, we frame each photo.
Oh, wow.
So, like, if you're not centered, we get you centered. And there's adjustments on my photo booth for up and down. So if you happen to be a taller person, you don't have to scooch down. And if I have a box for kids to stand on so that they can get up high enough. So it's more of like, I really pride myself on taking a good photograph.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a photo booth photograph.
Like a random photo booth.
Right.
Okay, so you're actually there on site
I always
day
have attendance,
of,
correct.
and you're making sure that everything is coming
If
out.
it's not me, it's one of my attendants.
Because there's a place for everything, as you mentioned.
Sure.
But there are a lot of photo booths out there where you just like push the button
Right.
and run back and
Right.
like hope that you're good. And there's a place for those candid spots for sure.
And most
but
of those
it's
don't
nice
print.
that you're there. Yeah,
Right.
true.
And I have found 97% of people want something to take home.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It winds up on their fridge,
Yeah.
or it winds up on their desk at work,
Yeah.
or because I do a lot of corporate events too, and it's like you'll do the same one year after year after year, and like they remember you, and like, oh, I have 2 from last year on my, or I still have in my fridge, And I really try to make relationships with people, because honestly, that's all business is relationships with people.
Yeah.
Especially something like this, because it's a very personal day. Like a wedding is a very personal day, and it's just, you end up doing family weddings where I'll do a brother and a sister and then a cousin, and like you get to know everybody, and they're glad to see you at their wedding, and they have a fun time. And that's what's cool about. I think that's what sets my business a little bit different, because it's not a part-time thing.
Yeah.
It's my business.
It's
so
your
I
baby.
take a lot of pride in what I do. Not that other people don't, and I want you to tell 3 of your friends that are getting married.
Yeah.
That's how you grow the business.
Yeah, we had a previous guest, and we were talking a lot about, just the need to network and how important referrals are.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because that's where you get it's the best clients, right?
Oh
it's
yeah.
I heard about you, or I was at a wedding that you were at, and
Absolutely.
it just expands, and it's so much more natural, and it's so much easier, and you get such a better experience out of it.
Well, what I do is, like, obviously I have business cards and they're on my phone as well, but like I just did a wedding this past weekend up in Medina, New York, at the Gallagher, and just really nice group of people. Sometimes you get really good group of people, and they were just nice people, good people. And this one girl came up to me, she goes, "I'm getting married weekend of November. Give me your phone. I want to fill everything out right in your website."
You're at one wedding and you're booking the next wedding.
Yeah, but it happens
that.
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, because now they have a tangible thing to see how well it was done. We joke around and have fun. Yeah. And they're like, it does add something to the wedding.
It's
like
a real life testimonial right there.
And you're a part of their wedding. Like it's just like a bad bartender or a bad food service. Yeah. It reflects on you because you hired them. Yeah. So, and if they love you, it reflects on you as well. So like what I always tell people, I try to take the stress out of the wedding. At least I can take one little part away from the stress. Yeah. And I said, for you guys, because my daughter just got married.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm still paying for it.
And probably will be for a while.
But thank you. So it's like, for you, it's the most special day in your life. For the majority of the people there, it's a really cool party to go celebrate.
Yeah, for sure.
To go celebrate with their friends. So if there's another fun thing that they can do at that cool party, they just remember it forever. Yeah. And it's really, I like doing that for people.
It's all about like layering in the experience, right? It's no longer, these weddings are no longer like, oh, okay, first people are going to walk in, and then they're going to sit down, and then they're going to have their dinner, and it's not this like checklist of an itinerary. It's like, how can we layer in experiences? Right. And that's such a cool one to like make memories with people and just have a remembrance. So I love that.
For sure.
How did the name come about?
It was, I like to take credit for it.
Yeah?
That's what it was when I bought it.
That's just what it was. Yeah. Got it.
Everybody always asks me, how come you don't wear a bow tie?
I was going to ask.
Yeah,
I figured you probably heard that joke.
I do not. I'm not a bow tie guy.
That's okay.
It was that when I bought it.
That was it. Okay, you just kept
and they already
it.
had a nice website that I built out with that on it. It wasn't worth changing it over.
Once you got a brand going, it's like, forget it.
And people do remember it.
Yeah.
Like, people do remember it. It's a catchy enough name that someone remembers it.
Cool. So you mentioned a little bit about kind of the professional, kind of high quality equipment that you have.
Sure.
Can you talk a little bit more about that and like what that would mean for a couple when they book you?
So what it means, honestly, is just the quality of everything you get. So the cameras in my photo booth are very similar to the cameras that your photographers are using.
Oh, wow.
They're
awesome.
high def DSLR video capable cameras.
And let's be honest, phones and iPads have come a long way, but they're not what those
No,
DSLRs
they're
are.
No.
Huge
putting out.
Huge difference. And they're much more adjustable. So depending on lighting or even as it goes, because you do a lot of outdoor weddings, and this time of year it'll stay light until almost 9:00.
Yeah.
But then it's not the same picture you're taking at 10:30 as it is at 9:00.
Right.
So you have to adjust. So I have a really, really good high def camera, and then I have those. If you've ever seen like real photo shoots, those professional bounce flashes where it bounces into the umbrella and back on the people. So it's a very bright but very evenly distributed light. And like one thing that I did a wedding, and the groom wrote me a great review. and they were fun people too. But he wore eyeglasses, and he said the one thing I love about Ray's thing is that you don't get the ring light circle in your eyeglasses. And he couldn't take his eyeglasses. He needed them bad enough that he couldn't take them off. Right, seeing
sure, important for him for the day.
And who thinks of that, right?
Right.
Like unless you're doing it enough, you don't.
Right.
You don't think about.
There's so many different things like that you wouldn't think of.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. And then the printer is a real photo printer. It's not like an ink and paper printer. It's heavy gloss photo stock, and it's actual film. They call it media. It's actual film that will, as it prints, will actually come on the paper and stuff.
Cool.
So the amount of people that tell me, I can't believe this is a photo booth. I've had people offer to do headshots.
Oh, wow.
And of course the lighting is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then about 2 years ago, I started offering this black and white package. Actually, Molly was one of the second or third people that did it, because the wedding that I did for Molly was one of the first ones I did in the black and white. She's like, this looks insane. I want you to do it in my wedding. So people can't believe that. And like, I have a gallery on my photo page that stays up for like 2 years, and people will scroll through it and they just can't. Yeah. They can't believe that it came from a photo booth.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Because we frame everything.
Which is
it's
also
not like
really
you're half in or half out.
Yeah,
so
that
did you do Molly's actual wedding?
Yeah, I did Molly's.
It's so funny that we did her wedding too. I was so busy. Usually I try to get around to all the vendors. Her people were drinking so much I had no time to even make my rounds. That
her people were having a good time.
It was a fun wedding. Yeah, it was fun.
So do you have any like props or backgrounds?
Oh yeah.
Like how does that? Because there's so many different options these days. Like what do you guys offer?
So we offer. Everybody gets props. So a little thing that's different with my pricing is that for the most part I'm all inclusive.
Okay.
So like I don't try to nickel and dime people. First off, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
And second off, it really is somewhat misleading. So.
And I think you piss people off.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Nickel and dime.
Because all of a sudden it's like, it's $500. Yeah, but do you want props?
Oh, it's $100.
And do you want an attendant there? Do you want a back? So the only extras that I have are if you want 4x6 prints, because I can offer you either 2x6 or 4x6 prints.
Okay.
Only because that uses double the paper.
Yeah.
So you have to.
Yeah.
If you want a photo album, because I buy you the book and I do everything else for you. Or I do have one of my backdrops is a greenery wall. Like it's a big hedge wall.
Yeah.
That's an additional charge because it's big and bulky and it takes a lot longer to set up and stuff. It looks great, but it is an extra charge. And really at that point, if they're doing that, they don't mind.
That doesn't matter.
But so you get, when you book with me, you get unlimited photo prints. If there's 6, and I personalize every photo strip for you with whatever you want on the bottom. You can send me PNG logos. I'll design what you want me to do. So that's cool. But then you get unlimited prints. So if there's 7 or 8 people and everybody wants a strip, I don't charge. Some people, again, I never bad mouth it, but it's everyone does their business differently. Some people you get 2, and then they charge you for the extra.
Got it.
Because the majority of the booths print 2 automatically.
Okay.
So mine, as does mine, it cuts a 4x6 and half and prints 2. So you get unlimited strips. You get an attendant. There's always an attendant, unless you specifically ask me not to. I've had a couple of people do that.
Which I'm really surprised by that, because anything electronic or mechanical, like you're always.
Well, yeah. Also, it's expensive.
Yeah.
So like if I'm leaving it there, there's a thing in my contract that says if you knock this over and you break it,
you got a problem.
Right. You did. So I mean, it's very hard to knock
You're going to be paying for this wedding a lot longer than
right.
you were.
I've never had a wedding tell me that they didn't want it. But sometimes high school kid graduation party, they're more, they're a little bit awkward yet still. Yeah. So they're more comfortable not
just doing it themselves.
Yeah. Right. And I mean, I'm old compared to they are. So it's like, whatever. So you get whatever. I mean, it's their choice, whatever they want to do. But I really don't get that often. So it's you get the unlimited strips, you get an attendant, you get all the props included, and then I do your choice of 7 upgraded sequin backdrops for free.
Ooh.
I don't charge extra for the sequin backdrops, but mainly because I think it makes the photos look way better.
Yeah.
Because you get much better light reflection.
That's a good point.
So I'm not going to charge you something to make your photos look better.
Yeah.
And then the black and white is just a package. It's not added extra. And then I do this really nice. Everybody loves this, but about depending on how busy I was, 2 to 3 days later, I send you an online photo album.
Oh, fun.
Where every single individual photo, you don't get the strips, you get individual photos, is yours free to have and download.
Nice.
I love that. That's really cool because, like, if you're the couple and you're out
Right.
and you're dancing, you're not seeing all the fun
No,
people are having
no,
with
right.
the photo booth. So be able to relive that is really fun.
But the coolest part, I think, is that, okay, so you download it to your computer, they're yours forever. But if you're in a photo strip and say you're getting a picture with your kids or your grandparents who are getting older or something like that, and that middle frame is a really good picture, you really like that picture, you can take that, email it to your grandparents, take it to CVS, print it out, and you have an extra photo.
Yeah.
So many brides tell me, like, because it does take quite a while for the photographer to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for
There's
sure.
a lot of process that goes into that. Mine's not anywhere near as complicated. But they're like, we got 300 photos from our wedding 2 days after to joke around and have fun.
And the candids are just so much more fun,
Yeah.
right? Like people
They're
just
just
having
better.
a good time.
They're
Like,
just better.
posy
Yeah.
photos are nice, but the fun photo booths are just
Right.
the candids.
With the
are just
props and the whole thing,
right.
you're just like letting loose. It's not as
Well, they've had a
stiff.
few drinks and they're having a good
Right,
time
right.
and they're enjoying it. It's supposed to be. Everybody gets so wound up sometimes. I'm like, this is supposed to be fun. We're not.
This is not the
We're not
serious
carrying
part.
cancer here.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
photo booth.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
just have a great time. And 99% of the time, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it's really fun.
Is there any wedding that stuck out and you could tell people were having like an exceptionally creative time with the photo booth?
I don't know if individual ones. There's been a lot of funny ones.
Yeah.
Like I did a wedding at the Sterling.
Okay.
And I'm from a big Italian family on Long Island, so we yell by nature.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
am not a timid soul.
Sure.
And so made really good friends with the bride and groom. They were just awesome people.
Mhm.
And his mom came up to get a photograph with her 3 best high school friends.
Mhm.
And they did the black and white 4x6s. And at the Sterling, it's super cool because they have a white wall like this.
Mhm.
So it is a really smooth looking, sleek looking photo. So she came up and they had a bit to drink. And they were, so.
This is where a lot of the good
Right,
stories
yes,
right, yeah,
yes,
this is
yes,
all fun.
yes.
This is all the fun stories. And so obviously, Italian mom, first thing she does, did you get enough to eat? I said, yeah. She goes, I'm gonna bring you another sandwich. I'm like, okay. So
Sure.
I'm never gonna say no to food. So I'm like, okay, sure. So she's like, these are my 3 best friends from high school. Can we get them nice? I'm like, 100%. So I get them all situated, and there was a way to get everybody so they look their best and stuff. And I knew she wanted a good photo, so I was paying attention. Her one friend, and I would never remember her name, but was every time, and it counts down 3, 2, 1 when it takes a photo. 3, she was where she was supposed to be. 2, she was starting to drift. 1, she was, and by 0, like half of her face was out of the picture.
Yeah.
I'm like, and there was a line of people waiting. It was very busy. I'm like, listen, you're the mom. They can wait all night.
Yeah.
We're going to get this photo for you. On the 4th attempt, the 3rd one I yelled at them. I'm like, where are you going? And I used a more colorful word in there.
Sure.
I don't know if we're allowed to curse. I don't know.
You can,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can,
Okay.
that's why we're
Unfiltered, you can say
unfiltered.
whatever you want.
Okay,
And
so-
he's heard it all.
Okay, great. So, am I looking at this one too? By the
Doesn't
way?
matter.
Okay.
You look
I'll
wherever
just put
you-
it down the
Yeah.
council.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, by the 4th one, 3rd one, I'm like, where the F are you going?
Yeah.
Stand still. I'm getting you situated.
Yeah.
She walks over to me, puts her arm around me, and she goes, honey, I am so drunk. I can't even. I'm like, Roger that. Gotcha.
You got to put her in the middle, right?
No.
And hold her.
You
What
gotta
I-
like offset the drifting.
What I did was I said, I got you. Stay there. I pushed a button. I ran around and put my hand on it. And right when because I know when it's going to take the picture,
Yeah.
I boom backed up. She said, "Best picture
Perfect.
the 4 of us have ever gotten together."
Awesome.
She goes downstairs. I'm still going. An hour later, her son comes up, and he goes, "Dude, what did you do with my mom and her friends?" He's like, "You are the talk of this wedding. It's
Oh my
like so
gosh.
fun upstairs
Yeah.
and everything." I'm like, "Awesome! I'm glad you guys are
Yeah.
having a great time." He goes, "What is your Venmo?" I'm like, "Dude, you've already paid me,
Yeah.
and had already given me a nice
Yeah.
tip."
Yeah.
He's like, "Nope, we're not having. My mom would not let you get it."
Yeah.
So,
You don't mess with
No,
the Italian
no,
mothers.
God,
You don't
no.
mess with
the
them.
grandmas are
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, for sure.
But so that is a very memorable wedding. And then I
Yeah.
did another one. not long ago at Antonio's up in Niagara Falls, which is the largest wedding I ever did. It was 360 people.
Oh, wow. That's huge.
2 big Italian families, like straight from Italy. Half of them were speaking Italian. I have never left a wedding with more food in my life. 2 boxes of cookies that would, I had 50 cookies. Homemade Italian. Cookies. You don't offer an Italian gift from Long Island cookies and say, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, exactly.
So 3 chicken cutlets, because people just kept throwing chicken cutlets at me.
Here's a cookie.
And I'm getting ready to leave.
Here's a cookie and a
cutlet. I've lifted weights for 35 years. I eat a lot of food. So I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll have more chicken. And I was getting ready to leave, and the dad goes, hey, we got too many pizzas. Just throw a pizza in your car and wait. I'm like, dude, I'm running out of room in my car.
Yeah, right.
So that was a very fun wedding.
That's fun.
I honestly, I don't have bad stories of any weddings. It's such a fun day, and for the most part, everybody calms down after a little bit and just enjoys themselves.
I feel like most weddings, there's never really a bad experience as a vendor. There's a bad guest or two.
Yeah.
But there's never really a bad experience.
Right.
It's got to be pretty bad to be. And I think we deal with it all, right? Like, you see it all, you've lived through it all.
Yeah.
And I'm not a 23-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I've been through life.
Yeah.
You yelling at me in the photo booth means zero.
Right. It's not going to hurt my feelings.
We'll be fine. I did have one girl try to boss me around a little bit, and she was fine. She was young, but there was a very nice wedding, very fancy wedding, and I'm like, you're out of the booth, and she's like, what do you mean? You have to take my picture? I'm like, I don't have to do anything. There's stuff in my contract that says if I feel uncomfortable, I said, you're out. And all of her friends were like, really? I'm like, yeah, you get her out. We'll stand here all night. So she left, and she was mad at me. She left, and all of her friends were cracking up, and they were getting their pictures taken and everything. So they all went in to eat their dinner, and I stay at the booth during dinner time, because if you've paid for it, I'm not going to leave. Some straggler might want a photograph. I want you to feel like you're getting in. So she walks back in, and she goes, I'm Heather. I think her name was Heather. I'm pretty sure.
Say, that's my name.
No, I
hope
Heather?
this is not a reflection of my name.
I think it was. I honestly think it was. And I'm like, hey, Heather, how are you? She goes, good. I go, I'm Ray. She goes, oh, okay. She goes, I'm sorry. I'm like, fine. Over and done with.
Yep.
We're over and done with.
Yeah.
Who picks a fight with the photo booth guy?
I don't
know.
The
most fun spot.
I don't know. She was not used to being told no.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm sure her friends knew that too, and that's why they thought it was so entertaining.
Yeah. She came back in, and she's like, can I get a picture? I'm like, of course, honey. You're great. Go get a picture. And my daughter is that age, so everybody is honey to me. It's hard. I coached all of my kids' sports, so she gets her photos. She goes, oh, these are amazing. So I'm like, yeah, go enjoy your dinner. Go. She comes back in with her boyfriend. She goes, this is Ray. We had a rough start, but we're really good friends right now. She gives me a big hug. She obviously got the most photos all night long, had the best time and everything. And her boyfriend came up to me afterwards and goes, you told her no. I'm like, yes.
Can you teach me?
Yeah, exactly. But it was really a fun, and she had the best, and she was so cool. But sometimes people just get a little wound up because it's a big day.
Yeah.
And it's just a deep breath, and let's all have some fun, and that was cool. So that would be the worst, if you want to call it.
Sure.
It was literally 3 seconds.
3 seconds of a little friction, and then you're good.
I really don't have any of that.
Yeah.
No.
But that's also why you hire a professional who knows what they're doing.
Right.
Yep. Because then you can take care of all the technical stuff. But then any of those people who get a little rowdy or get a little...
I'm not going to argue with you.
They need
we're having a good time.
Put in their place.
And I feel like everyone kind of gets this entitlement theory when they go to a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's free drinks. It's free food. Yeah. I gave a gift.
Right.
I can act however I want to act.
Right.
And it's like...
No, you're a guest.
As a vendor, though, keeping your calm is the best thing you could possibly do, because you're not riling them up even more.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to argue with you.
I struggle with that a lot because I'm dealing with drunken people.
Well, actually, so am I quite a bit.
Yeah. But
that woman was falling out of the front.
Yeah. So when they're getting combative with me, it's because I probably cut them off.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
And that's a problem.
You've taken away all their fun.
The fun.
I've had a couple where I did one at one of the venues, and there was a brick wall behind it. I knew which way that we're using for the backdrop, which looked really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a real rustic, cool looking thing. But they had brought over one of the grandpas, and he was older and unsteady. Mm-hmm. He walked with a cane and stuff. and it was 2 guys and a woman, and they were all very drunk, and which is great. I could care less, have a lot of time, but I could see that he was very unsteady, and they didn't want his walker in the picture, so he was kind of hanging on to them. And the one person really stumbled backwards, and I grabbed him. I could see it coming, and I'm not far enough away that I can't grab him. And I grabbed him, and he was like, "Oh, thank you." I'm like, "Hey guys, we gotta be careful. That's a brick wall. If he falls backwards and hurts himself,
that's a problem."
So that's something you have to watch out for. And I don't want you falling into my equipment and breaking my stuff either. So yeah, but it's fun.
Love that. Yeah, that's fun. I love when you get just the candid people together. You just candid shots of all these people who
and it's memories
in the same room all the time. Right. You know what I mean?
Or even in the same state sometimes.
No,
they probably haven't had a picture together, especially and who knows how long.
I did, and a little bit of very quick backstory for me. I'm widowed. For 14 years I've been widowed, and one of your questions I read over was like, why do you do this? What is your motivation? Memories is all I have left of my wife.
I get that.
If I can make nice memories for people that they hold on to for a very long time, that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Like that's why you do it. Because I did a 90th birthday party for a gentleman. And on Tuesday, his daughter called me and said, I don't know if we're going to have the party. He's in the hospital.
Ugh.
I said, okay, you let me know. How bad is it? Whatever. Yeah. Not to pry, but Friday she called me. He goes, we're all good. I said, okay. I showed up there. This man and his wife, who was equally as old, did not sit still for 3 hours. He danced the polka. He took 1 million photographs. That's awesome. Never sat still. His wife never sat still. He had gotten like a lung thing. It wasn't anything not good, horribly serious, but never sat still. And his kids were like, Dad, you got to sit down for a second and just catch your breath. She's like, nope, I'm having fun. Yeah. So he got pictures with his grandkids, his great-grandkids in the booth. And I put a chair there for him. And I said, listen, let's all just do it. Yeah. He just came up to me afterwards. He goes, Ray, I'm not going to be here that much longer. Yeah. My great-grandkids will have these photos forever. Yeah. And that's cool. It's so special. It's so neat. It's like, for such a stupid little thing like a photo booth.
Yep.
But that meant something to him. Yeah. To get those photographs.
That's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. Yeah. That's amazing. Cool. Yeah. I love that. So if I am getting married, what is the process of reaching out? Like, what does that look like?
So the majority of people will find me on my website. I rank generically high on Google, just from the amount of hits I get and how long I've been doing. So there's a pricing page on there, which is a free price quote. Okay. You just fill your price quote out with things like, your name, your email, your phone number, your venue, your date, obviously, how many hours you want the booth active for, and like a rough time frame of 6 to 9, 7 to 10, whatever you want to do. And then you submit your quote. If I'm home, you'll get that in 5 minutes. Awesome. If I'm not home, I will call you within 5 to 10 minutes, depending on what I'm doing. Just to let you know I'm not home. And I like to get a little bit of a feel too, because many times people will think they need the photo booth for way longer than they do. And I'm not about ripping people off, because I'd rather get 3 referrals from your wedding than make an extra $100 on your wedding. Yeah. People will always put, I want 5 hours. They don't.
What's your recommended time?
3 to 4 is perfect. 3, depending on how long your reception is and what time dinner is. I very rarely, because then people will start asking me my opinion. I very rarely tell people to do it during cocktail hour. The only 2 reasons you will do it during cocktail hour, for me, I think, is that if you have a lot of people coming from out of town, because they're seeing people they haven't seen in quite a while, and they're like, let's get a quick picture before we forget, or something like that. Or if it's one of those extended cocktail hours. I've done like 1.5-hour cocktail hours before.
Wow. I hate those.
Yeah, but it's normally it's like, because they're taking their photos off site somewhere that's kind of far away. Yeah. So they have to entertain everybody because people have come from out of town. Yeah. So in that instance, you can have a couple of drinks and be more ready to take your photo. Yeah. And then I say, unless you have a lot of kids, young kids at the wedding, don't have it during dinner time.
Right, I'm not gonna lie, I love it when you're open during cocktail hour.
Yeah,
because it slows down. It slows down people from drinking too much.
Sure.
It's the other thing to do.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Right. So like you go get your drinks, then you go get a picture.
Right.
And then you come back to me. So you're not like.
And they'll chat a bit, or they'll go to the corner and they'll talk about the picture. And but I always say probably 90% of the weddings are from roughly when dinner time's over till the end of your reception. Okay. Cool. Depending on where you are. Some people, some of the barn venues have that 11 o'clock noise ordinance where you're done.
You're done. You're out.
And a lot of times the venue will want you to be done at 10 or 10:30 so that they can have everybody out of the parking lot, everybody out, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So that's my recommendation. Okay. I did a wedding this year that had the most kids ever. There was 22 little kids at this wedding. And I basically babysat which is fine.
Do you charge extra for
that? No, I did not.
Maybe you should.
Maybe you should think about that one.
They were actually really well behaved kids.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
But it enabled their parents to sit and eat.
Yeah.
And they were just chilling in the photo booth.
That is a really good idea, though. If you're going to have kids, think about what are they going to do.
Right.
But the photo booths are really, especially when there's someone your company where there's an attendant and there's someone.
And I'm a dad. I know how to handle a bunch of little kids.
Right. You seem to handle that Heather girl really well. So
I'm pretty good with most Heathers, actually.
Noted.
But so it that would be the only time otherwise you're really kind of wasting your money.
Yeah.
And I don't like to do that to people.
Yeah, sure.
It's an hour that you might take 2 photos.
Yeah. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What's next for you?
Really, I'm getting into, I guess, more, what do you want to say, photo op type of things. I have a friend he's also in Charlotte, Raleigh area, and he does fan stuff, for old TV shows.
Oh, cool.
So that One Tree Hill he does every year, or when Beverly Hills, I'm showing you how old I am now, but that Beverly Hills 90210 was a popular show. Well, everybody, or even Star Trek and stuff like that. So he'll set up 4 photo booths at this thing. You can program them to do 5x7 photos as well. And he'll just do photo ops where people take pictures with their celebrity, whatever particular celebrity or athlete that you're doing from 1:30 till 2. Just boom, 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 and then you get a QR code and you go into the other room, you get your print, and you go home.
Oh, that's fun.
So
if Josh Allen did it, you could do a whole build situation.
Sure.
Hello, Joshua. Just saying.
And I'm a hockey guy, so I try to get in with the Sabres and stuff like that. I have a couple of people I know over at KeyBank Arena. So, and then you can do other things where you can. The new software has gotten pretty advanced, where you can do green screens.
Oh, cool.
And short videos. So you could theoretically have a kid shooting on goal against a goalie, a soccer goalie, a hockey goalie, anybody you want, or taking the picture with the Sabres mascot, and the Sabres mascot's not there. So it's just on the green screen.
Which has to be fun for kids too. To be wait a minute,
and it's
how did that happen?
It's just another. It takes my printer 12 to 14 seconds to print out, depending on how much basically black is in the photograph.
Yeah.
Boom, you grab that, you go, you have that to take home.
That's really cool.
And then the other thing I've started to do a lot more of is restaurants and bars.
Oh, cool.
And I live down in wine country in Chautauqua, so a lot of the wineries love this. So on the bottom of the strip, I can put a QR code, or I can just put a coupon. So next time back in, buy one get one free, or a free app, or something like that.
Cool.
And it's free marketing, and it drives repeat business into your store.
That's really cool.
So I like that aspect of it. Is pretty cool, because the wineries will do maybe 4 in a year. And for any business or school, if you book and pay for 3 or more events at one time, you get $50 off each event.
Oh, cool!
Nice.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I do 12 a year at Damon College. I'm there almost
every month,
more than every month.
Yeah.
And they are amazing, and everybody there loves it. And that's one of those cool things where you watch them go from freshman year to senior, and it's the same kids taking their pictures.
Yeah.
They have them in their locker or in their dorm or in their house at that point. So that's cool. But that's kind of what I'm getting into more. I like the weddings. the weddings are fun. The corporate events are fun. But those are big hits, like the Buffalo Convention Center. You know, if they do a boat show or they do an auto show or something like that. I'm a preferred vendor for Seneca Niagara Casino. So they call me for all of their stuff. I am with Catholic Health. So I just did what they call it, an associate picnic, which is fun. All day long. I stayed there for 12 hours, and
that's a long day.
I do that. I do that at I do that at McCard in Orchard Park. They do one every year for their employees and stuff. Yeah, it's a long day, but it's fun. Like it's cool, and it makes everybody feel like they matter.
Yeah.
You know, like the third shift people aren't forgotten. Like I'll stay here for an hour for you guys too. You know, that's fair.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm getting into, but like. There's only so much you can do with a photo booth until you get a lot more creative.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do now.
Awesome.
I'm gonna have to buy more booths too because
you seem busy.
Yeah, I have 4 now, and if I start doing that, I'll have to buy a couple. And I'm expanding into Rochester.
Oh, cool.
There you go.
Oh, that's nice. Love that.
Because kids from Rochester get married down here in Buffalo, and their friends are like, "We're getting married. We want you to do our thing." Like I have this group of people in Rochester now. I've done 7 or 8 weddings of this friend group where it just gets passed around.
It's just this
I'm their friend group photo booth, right?
Yeah, you're the guy.
Like because you get to know them, and that makes it a lot better.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So if someone wanted to get in touch with you and book you for a wedding, like give us all the
website.
Info,
I can leave you all my. I think I did send you all the information.
Yeah, we'll make sure
it'll be in the details.
Yeah.
So on my business card, there's my website, my phone number, and my Instagram. You can get me any of those ways through. The quickest way is just to go on the website and fill out a price request form.
Okay.
That's the easiest way. And my phone number's on there. If you have a question, call me. I'm always happy. It's just easier.
Yeah.
Like you could go back and forth 10 times in an email and still not get your point across.
Yep.
And a 5-second phone call, you're like, oh, okay, gotcha. And then it just makes it easier.
I wish that more people would understand that.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
Like we could get this over with
but
so much faster.
Seconds, right?
It's a texting culture.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to text. And everything can get misconstrued in a text message.
Yeah.
And it's just so easy to just go through that. And when you talk to somebody, they're like, oh, and then I have to, and then like you can guide them a little bit. Because I've done this long enough that I know kind of where it should be.
That's why you hire the professionals, guys.
kind of where it should be, and kind of the like I get a lot of people. How long should I do it for? Okay, let's figure it out. Let's see how many people are going to be there, and everything else like that. So.
And you mentioned the website a bunch of times. What is the link, just so our listeners can hear?
It's www.bowtiephotoBoothBuffalo.com.
Okay.
All one word, all together.
Easy enough to remember.
Yeah, it's a little lengthy, but it was that when I bought it, so I'm not going to change it.
Yeah.
That's the website, and then right on there is price quest. It's info@bowtiephotoBoothBuffalo.com is the actual email address, but it goes automatically.
Perfect. All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming.
No, you're very welcome.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Great to meet everybody.
Honestly, photo booths are such a fun addition to any wedding, and I love the fact that you guys have an attendant and you make sure everything is perfect.
Yeah, we'll make it a really fun night. It'll be a good time.
It's awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Nice having you.
Yep. Thanks for coming on, Ray. We will make sure you like, subscribe to this. God, I can't even talk today.
That's okay.
Make sure you like and subscribe to this podcast.
Really
Make sure you jump on and check out BowtiePhotoBoothBuffalo.com. Check them out on Instagram. Give them a follow. And we will see you next week. See ya.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.